Stephen, why is Zach taking a swim in a frozen lake?
Honestly, I'm not really sure.
Well, compared to his little adventure, we are practically in a tropical paradise up in the Soapstone Basin.
Rhea and I take a crash course in avalanche safety from the experts with the Summit and Wasatch County Search and Rescue teams.
And we're happy to have our friends from Weller Recreation along for the ride.
Then we'll get the inside story of a man who is only standing here today because of the valiant efforts of search and rescue teams almost 20 years ago.
On the Outdoors with AYL right now.
We found the snow, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Stephen Human.
And I'm Rhea Rossi Booth, and we're up in Soapstone Basin, which is just amazing because there's all kinds of snow up here. Yeah, and we're with the Summit County and the Wasatch County Search and Rescue and our wonderful friends from Weller Recreation. They provided these incredible sleds, and we're just having a ball.
That's right, and since we're out here with Search and Rescue, we're going to find out a little bit more about them. We're also going to go through some avalanche training and learn about all the gear and stuff so that you know what to do. It's going to be a great show.
It really is. And we also, this is really cool, we have an AYL team member that actually was rescued from Search and Rescue, and we're going to go through that today. So that is going to be an incredible story too.
All right, let's check it out.
The interesting thing about Search and Rescue is nobody really knows much about Search and Rescue, other than if they call 911, Search and Rescue shows up. So we have to be ready 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for anything from whitewater to snow to high angle. It doesn't matter. Anything in the outdoors, we need to be the experts.
We're out there to bring individuals back to their friends and family alive, and we live for that. I mean, that's the hope and desire for all of our searches.
I mean, we're a volunteer organization, and certainly any help we can get on the retail side for our procurement needs means the world to us.
On a typical search, if we go out in this weather, we have about $800,000 worth of private gear. That's trucks, trailers, snowmobiles, rolling to help that victim. So we got to have somebody like Weller that helps us by working with our members so that they can stay in leading edge gear. If somebody can go rent a sled that is brand new, latest technology, they can get in places they never dreamed of. The problem with Search and Rescue is they have to have the latest gear so they can get up into the same country.
Educate yourself. There's plenty of free, I know a lot of the different counties offer, even I believe Weller, open houses that have some people from the Utah Avalanche Center come in. Go there and get some basic knowledge for sure, and then from there, if you're somebody that spends an immense amount of time in the backcountry, get some certifications in avalanche education, and be as educated as you can.
Number one, tell people exactly where you're headed, and then go there. The second part of that is have the basics. Have the basics for survival. That is food, water, fire, and shelter. So if you get in trouble, you can get out of the weather, and you'll have an okay night. Those are the biggest things they can do to help us. And then beyond that, I think just enjoy the outdoors and have a great time.
I've probably dealt with over 40 plus body recoveries in avalanches over the career that I've had. The best advice I could give is to avoid that kind of terrain and those kind of conditions at all costs. If you are going to be in that kind of terrain, it's very important to be educated, to not only have the kind of equipment that you should have in that condition, beacon, probe, and shovel, but know how to use it.
I've been doing search and rescue for over 20 years, and virtually everybody we go after thinks that not me. It'll never happen to me. So the first thing you need to be prepared for is, if it does, are you ready?
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. We're out here in Soapstone in a beautiful snowstorm. It's wonderful. Anyway, we're out here with the Weller brothers, and they are going to show us a little bit about what to do if indeed you did get caught in an avalanche.
So the most important thing is that You need to know what equipment you have and how to use it. And the only way you can do that is through practice.
You gotta have the gear, beacon, shovels, probes. You've also gotta have experienced partners who know how to use that gear. Remember, they're your backup. They need to be not only informed, but also they need to be experts at using avalanche rescue gear. But the best time to use avalanche rescue gear is when we don't need it at all, because avalanche avoidance is really the big ticket.
Don't be that guy that says, well, I'm not going to go on that train, because all it takes is for your buddy to decide to go on that train, and if you don't have the equipment to get him unburied, it's not going to be a very good feeling.
Generally what you'll have is you'll have a beacon or a locator. Every person needs to have one, and every person needs to know how to operate it properly. If you can't find the person that's buried, the next item is a probe. Take it out of its pouch, throw it out, and then just pull it in.
Oh, it's quick.
It becomes a stick.
And it becomes a probe.
That's awesome.
The first thing that you do is everyone in the group pushes their search button. The other thing you have to do is make sure your cell phones are turned off, because those radio frequencies interfere with this.
Okay, so how do we put this to the test? What are we doing? We got to learn how to use this stuff, right?
So we've buried a beacon out in the snow. We're going to give this to you two.
Okay.
And we've hidden a treasure with it. There's $100.
No! It's a $100 bill?
God.
It's saying 22 meters and kind of in that direction.
16, 17 meters, 23 meters. It's getting farther away.
Oh, wow. Wait, when the numbers are small, that means you're close, right? Okay, so your numbers are going up when you're pointing it the other way. No, you come back here.
I'm not waiting for you. There's $100 on the line here.
I forgot
Where's
the shovel. I gotta go back. I think this person is probably not gonna make it.
It's chaos at first. It's chaos. I mean, it takes a ton of energy. The best thing you can hope for is some good clues and a good last point scene and a quick beacon. If everybody's been trained, 2 or 3 courses, that your chances go way up. If somebody's wearing a beacon, you should be able to find that person in 3 or 4 feet of snow in 2-3 minutes.
I don't know what I'm doing, man. So I sweep it like this. This is why you got to get training, because I feel like a total moron. Okay, so it's...
Oh my Lord! Oh my goodness!
Okay, we're getting closer, but...
Okay, the numbers are going down.
Okay,
we're definitely, okay, we're at a 5.
So they say that once you get closer, you need to hold it close to the ground.
2.3.
2.9. Okay.
Wait, we're almost there.
Okay, so it's right here.
Why don't you make it bigger?
Why don't you shut your face?
Why don't you just do,
Oh!
Give me that!
Got it! Oh! There's $100 right there with my name on it. All right, we got to go to a trailhead adventure brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and I'm taking everybody out to lunch today.
Well, it's the end of the day, and we'd really like to thank Weller Recreation for taking us out today up at Soapstone and hanging out with the studs from Search and Rescue. Those guys are awesome.
They really are. Now, the great thing, Weller's actually donates over $100,000 in gear annually to Search and Rescue, and we'd like to thank them for that. But if you'd like to donate, you can contact your local county Search and Rescue and find out what their needs are.
Right.
And you can give them what they need. These guys are saving lives, and someday it might be one of ours or one of yours. So
right, and
donate.
we'd like to thank them for saving Rick Peterson's life
Yes, we
too,
would.
because he rocked.
For sure.
Anyway, there's adventure around every corner.
Just get out there and create your own at
your leisure.
Or about Search and Rescue, and we're also going to...
You're talking way too fast.
You're talking too fast and too much.
Yeah.